Hey there guys, in today's video I have Nancy from Boomzuki Toys who is going to be showing us how to dye coffee filters in a way that is safe and useful for making Parrot toys. So if that is something you want to see, you want to make sure to stick around because that's going to be coming up right after this. Hey there guys, this is Jack over at Hi Redbird, where I am tirelessly working to find new ways to make the keeping of exotic animals and pets more exciting, more affordable, and ultimately more enjoyable. And for today's video, I have a very special guest. We have Nancy from Boomzuki Toys. Hi Nancy.
Hey there.
We are going to be showing you guys how to dye coffee filters for use with your Parrot toys. So Nancy, do you think coffee filters are a good toy component for parrots?
Definitely, and it'll be good for foraging, for just ripping up, making your toys pretty, just whatever floats your boat.
Awesome. So there's a lot of different ways that we can use coffee filters. Now I do want to point out with you guys, as I do with every single video, it is up to you guys to determine what toy parts are appropriate for your bird. You know your bird best, you observe them, so it's always good that you know what your bird is safe to have and to handle. So I do want to start out by saying that we are going to be using the Vita Critter dye. Now we got this from Mighty Bird Toys. Nancy, I mean, we're using it for the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask, is this something that you recommend?
Oh, highly recommend it. I mean, it puts out such vibrant colors, and it's quick, and I just love it.
Awesome. There's a lot of different ways to dye things for Parrot toys, but this definitely puts out some of the best color that I have seen. Now I do want to point out that since we are using dye, you want to make sure you're wearing things like gloves. You want to make sure to protect your hands. We're using a tarp to protect this table. Obviously you want to be aware of what the tarp is on or what the table is on. If you run the risk of spilling this dye, obviously you could have a pretty significant stain. So just do what you need to protect your surfaces. So Nancy, if you want to go ahead and just walk us through the setup and how you dye your coffee filters.
Sure. What I do is I get these tin pans or the foil pans from like your dollar store, and it kind of helps keep the mess in, you know. So, and then what I do, I take like about 50 coffee filters, a section of the coffee filters out of your package. I normally go ahead and drill my holes. I didn't this time. But I put a rubber band around the filters. And then the first thing you want to do is you want to moisten the filters so the dye will take. So you just put it upside down on the paper plate. And you can just kind of watch the water kind of go up. You want to leave it there for about 20 seconds or so. And see, you can kind of tell how it absorbed the water.
Oh yeah, that went really quick.
Yeah. And so then what I do, you know, you do whatever color and you just drop your dye on the filter and see how it takes. And if you want, you can, and you know, just drop some on the sides. If you want to do, if you're a tie-dye child like me, you can just, or, you know, here we go, red, white, and blue. So I guess that's good timing for today, huh?
Yeah. Well, and it looks like, since you did the water before, it looks like it gives you really soft edges on the dyeing.
Right, right. But that's mainly what I do. And if it's a nice sunny day, you might not want to, being that this is mixed with alcohol, I've like dried them inside the house before, and it really has a strong smell of alcohol.
Gotcha. So definitely something to do in a ventilated area.
Yes, and you know, and with these trays, you know, I just line them up, and I take them outside and put them on in the yard, and let them dry by the sun.
Awesome.
If you prefer.
Well,
if
and
it's a nice day.
So we do have a few drops of dye that we just,
Yeah.
you know, sort of spilled. I mean, could we just take this and just sort of
Sure you
dab
could.
it to just, you
Yep.
know, obviously make the best use of our product?
Yep. So like I said, all you do is you put it upside down in water.
Oh yeah, and you can tell just how much that first one absorbed.
Yeah.
Oh, you can almost watch the water just absorbed
Yeah.
through the tray.
Yep. And then just do whatever. Let's do a pretty green.
So, I mean, if you have parrots, but you also have kids, I feel like this could be a great craft project for them, too.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I mean, it's making something useful and possibly making a bit of a mess. So
We
it
have
seems like something kids would love.
See, you could even make your birds Christmas toys.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can use all the different colors, you know, come up with different combinations
Right.
just to make different themed toys as well.
Right. And being that the filters are kind of wet, or pretty wet, it may take several days. You know, I have brought them in the house, as you say, well ventilated, put the windows up, and put the ceiling fan on, and it'll take, you know, several days for them to dry.
Well, and I figure that's why you broke them up into different groups, because if
Yeah.
you did an entire package, that would probably take a lot longer to dry,
Yeah,
right?
I guess this is about 50 filters per
Okay.
bunch.
So if they wanted them to try to dry a little bit faster, could they go to fewer
sure.
filters?
Half it up, or however many you want to do. It's whatever, you know, it's your choice.
Yeah, you sort of need to balance. It's like how many toy parts do you need versus how quickly do you want them?
Right.
But that looks like
Yeah.
that was so incredibly simple.
Yeah. The long part of the whole deal is making the toy, separating the filters and stuff. But
Okay, and just wait for them to fully dry before you try
Yep,
to separate them?
Yep, it's a process.
Okay, and I know you use a lot of coffee filters and other things on a lot of your toy parts as well, on the toys that you make. So I'll go ahead and in the description section below, I'll give a link to Nancy's information so you guys can look at some of the toys that she makes as well, because they're absolutely incredible. So we do want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. As you can see, it's a pretty simple, straightforward project, and we hope to see you guys next time.
Bye.
I do need to say thank you to my Patreon patrons for helping to make these videos possible. You can find out more by visiting Hi Red Bird on Patreon or clicking the link in the description section down below if you would like more information. Thanks!